Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 2 gang, y'all. Let's get it, y'all. Part 2 gang, y'all. Let's like, subscribe, let's get it. Let's go. Man, that jump was crazy, man. That man said, man, K-Tron said he heard y'all got a phone. I was like, what? He was like, he said he heard y'all got a jack, man. He said it was a dude in the hole and said he know y'all, and the dude was on the vent talking one day and was like, yeah, you heard Weezy and them got a jack. They been had a jack. I'm like, yo, bro, listen, bro. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I try not to look stupid. I try not to make my face look like it was on some different type of time. But for real though, I'm like, got a jack. Like, I felt like I felt like somebody just lied on me just now, man. But they telling the truth. They telling the truth, man. I promise y'all, but my whole face was like, what? Bro, I ain't got no jack, bro. I told you, like, I told him that, man. But he said, y'all got a phone. So, like, he said, if he can get on the phone, he said, bro, he can make it happen. He was like, because he knows somebody that work up here. I said, he knows somebody that work up here. I'm like, man, look, bro. Like, I mean, I don't know what that man talking about, man. He was like, I'm saying, you don't know nobody who got a phone? He was like, the bro and them downstairs got a phone? I was like, for real? He was asking a lot of questions. Like, and this is my guy. But this is how penitentiary is. Stuff like this happens. You know what I mean? Like, you know, business get out there. You think it's on the low. The whole time, everybody be knowing your count. So you got to be careful. You can't be careful with this whole stuff because people will tell. People will know stuff. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I told y'all who the only people was that knew I had a phone. Lil Rick and Hot Rod, they're not even in our block no more. You know what I mean? And my other homeboy, one of them is in there. Him and his homeboy going back and forth with the jack. They not even like holding the jack because his roommate moved. Both of them, I rocked with both of them, but one of them moved to 2 building. So it was like, he had a jack, we had a jack. But I know for a fact, bro ain't telling nobody, but he got a new roommate. So you never know what to expect with a new roommate. You know what I mean? So I'm like, bro, I was like, bro, listen, bro. As far as I'm concerned, bro, ain't no phones in this block. You know what I mean? He was like, man, I mean, y'all ain't gotta spend me though, bro. Like you ain't, I'm like, spend you? Like, I hated that I had to lie like this, man. But this is how serious this joint is. It's super serious on substitute with that phone, y'all. So boom. Dudes don't be lasting. I'm telling you, as soon as they catch wind, they coming. And that's just how I go. So I'm spinning, bro, man. I hate to spin Dave, man. Dave watching this, I apologize. I didn't mean to spin. But sometimes you gotta spin. You know what I mean? He was getting spun for his own good. We was on Lawrenceville. I promise you I wouldn't spun, bro. But he like, yeah, you ain't gotta spin me, man. Y'all ain't gotta do that. I'm like, yo, bro, listen, bro. Ain't nobody spinning. My roommate was like, man, you believing dude who just came in the block over us, bro. Come on, bro. Like, we been looking out for you before he moved in your cell. Like, bro, we always look out for you. What you mean, bro? You ain't gonna believe us. I was so happy that my roommate stepped up and said something, man, because I was swimming in dark waters, man. Like, I was running out of lies. That's my word. He was like, man, I'm saying, like, y'all ain't, I mean, I'm like, bro, you believe in your roommate, though, bro? He was like, I'm saying what he's saying makes sense. He was like, I be watching you, Weezy, man. I be watching you, bro. Like, when you about to go to visit, bro, you always say your visit on the way and you be dressed when you come out. Then I don't never see you go get on the phone like you had talked to them that morning or that evening. I'm like, bro, you be watching like, he be like, yeah. Yeah, I was like, bro, I just know my people's coming to see me, bro. What are you talking about? He was like, man, I mean, it's all good, man. Y'all don't want to tell me. It's all good. Y'all ain't, I said, bro, listen, I don't know what that information that man giving you, but he's giving you the wrong info. He's giving you the wrong info, bro. He was like, man, all right. So he's standing over there by us looking kind of mad now. So when I look over to by the water fountain. The dude K-Tron had his back to the wall. He under the TV, but he's facing us now. You know what I mean? So we was on the top tier. I seen K-Tron watching us. He was like, when I turned around and looked, he did like this. But I already seen him do my parentheal looking. But I already had seen him. Y'all joking about that word. I can't say that word. I'm sorry. But I seen him do my parentheal, whatever it's called. I seen him, man. And when I seen him, He turned his face. I seen it. I was like, hold on. I'm like, what's that about? I was like, man, so it's an exit out for child, exit out. So we leaving out. So we leaving out the jump, man. We walking. K-Tron tried to come up, like, I guess kind of meet us kind of close. And we kind of like got a little bit close. Grabbed my roommate like this. I was like, and then the crowd just kind of like swarmed us and everybody was going out through the door. And before I looked, I just seen Dave kind of mixing through the crowd. K-Tron was right there beside him. So made my roommate slow down, and then we started coming out the joint. So I say, hey, bro, you hear that, bro? Roommate was like, yeah, I don't know what's that about, bro. Like, oh, his roommate wildin', bro. I said, man, his roommate came in here and told that man all that info, man. I said, I feel bad because bro from the way, we rock with bro, man. I said, man, but it's too late to tell him about it, man. My roommate was like, man, for real, bro, we could have told him about it, though, man. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, man, you right. I said, but for real, though, bro, like, he came in the block while we had it, so we couldn't tell nobody about this info, man. We couldn't tell nobody about this, man. So, like, that's just what it is. So he like, man, that jump crazy, though, man. Like, he hit it on the head like that, though. Like, how you know that? How K-Tron know that? I'm like, K-Tron know a lot of information. I was like, man, for real, bro. I was like, we need to holler at him, bro. Like, real talk, man. We need to holler at him because, like, he know a lot of info. How he know all this info? So, you know what I mean? Playing it off. So, as we walk, I see them hit the corner while we still going straight. They almost to the child. So, as they hit the corner, I looked, I seen Dave kind of talking like, and K-Tron was just walking like he was listening, you know what I mean? So, they get into the child hall. We come right behind them a little bit, pause. We get in the joint. I see them get their trays. They sit over there. We didn't even go sit over there. I didn't go sit over there. My roommate came with me. So we didn't even go sit with them dudes. So we was leaving out. Dave seen us. He was like, man, y'all ain't rocking with me no more. K-Tron was right there. I was like, nah, your roommate come here trying to stir stuff up, man. K-Tron was like, hey, hold on. No, it wasn't about stirring stuff up, man. Like this, like I'm trying to do business, man. Like this is what I do. I'm trying to do business, man. On Coffee Wood, I freaking bought me a roller. That's what I did. So he started talking big talk. Like I never heard nothing like this come out of his mouth. Like since he been in the block, he hasn't been in the block long either though. But he was like, man, I bought a roller. That's what I did, man. I paid the money and bought a roller. And that's how he started moving for me, man. He said, yeah, man, I was moving on Coffee Wood. Yep, that's what I was doing. So I'm like, all right, I get that though, but like what I gotta do with us though, bro? What that gotta do with us? He said, man, you can freaking help us, man. So we walking, he was like, yeah, you can freaking help us, man. Yeah, help us out, man. Because if I get on, Dave is gonna be on. He's your friend? He's your friend, right? I'm like, but look, what do that have to do with us, man? How do y'all get money have to do with us? He was like, because, man, you have a phone. I want to use the phone. I know you know somebody with a phone, or you have access to the phone. Either way, I need to get on the phone, Weezy. I'm like, you need to get on the phone. I'm like, yo, listen, I get it. I said, bro, I understand what you heard and all that. I said, I ain't gonna lie to you though. I'm gonna keep it a band with you, bro. He was like, what? He was thirsty for the information. I was like, look. I was like, listen, bro, I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. He was like, what? He was super thirsty for the information. I was like, look, I was winning when you was in the hole. You know what I mean? I said, I used to get on with the Hottie's Chicken. I used to get on with the D Block, and I used to get on with the Lala. I said, I was touching all 3 food groups. I said, that was some months ago. Ask anybody. I haven't touched this. I said, ask Dave. Dave would tell you I haven't touched since then, man. I haven't touched nothing since then, man. I said, if I had one of these, I got quiet. I said, if I had one of these, bro, Dave, you don't think we'll be winning right now, Dave? Dave was like, yeah, because you can get right with that. You can get right with that. Yeah, you can get right with that. I'm like, shh. I'm like, man, this joke crazy. I'm like, this is crazy right here, man. So he was like, well, you don't have one. What about your friend that sleep downstairs at 14? I was like, what about my friend that sleep downstairs at 14? Like, bro kept it all the way low. They had the jack downstairs. Man, that man never came out like that. He just chilled in the cell, come out, work out, go to child. That's all bro did. You know what I mean? Bro was on there on that jack. That's why I don't. I'm like, when he said that, I'm like, I didn't even know what to say, y'all. So boom. Again, my roommate say today, hey, look, man. You need to quit putting other people's names and stuff, man. You ain't got nothing to do with nothing, bro. We don't have nothing to do with nothing. We don't have a phone. We don't know nothing about nobody in cell 14, bro. Leave our name out of this. Hey, Dave, check your roommate, man. Check your roommate, man. K-Tron was like, well, okay. I was just trying to help, man. I was just trying to freaking help, man. This is what I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to freaking help. That's all I'm trying to do, man. So, like, you know, anytime I can help, I can help. All right, man. You know what I mean? I don't got nothing. You know what I mean? So we walked away. I don't want to talk about that no more, man. This man already talking crazy, man. I don't know what's up with this dude. They just brought in, man. Super fake looking Ivan Drago in the face, so boom. I don't know what's up with this guy, man. I didn't really want to say he was the cops. But like, you know, maybe he was that thirsty just to get the play, just to get away, to get some money. Like, I'm thinking this is what it is. Like, sometimes I get to the point where I want to get some money, but I just don't be questioning random people. You know what I mean? He just met us. You don't know what's going on, bro. You don't know nothing, bro. Don't be questioning me about nothing. This is how I'm feeling. But Dave kind of like, Dave ain't straightening the man. Dave ain't telling him how he's supposed to move, why he don't supposed to do this. So I started feeling some type of way about Dave. Dave, this is Dave's responsibility, man. You in the cell with this freaking cop, man. This dude acting like a cop. That's what he's acting like, man. I was telling myself, man, I was like, man, for real. I told my roommate, I said, man, for real, bro. I was like, man, I already know he bought the la-la. He be hitting the la-la and all that, man. But I was like, man, he can't be trusted, though, bro. I said, I would never tell that man that I have a phone, bro. Never. I would never tell him that, bro. Never, man. So as me and my roommate in the cell talking about this situation, old head walked by and said, hey, I think your homeboy about to get into it. I'm like, who? He was like, Dave. I'm like, Dave. We go to the door and look, we locked in the door, we locked in the cell. I'm like, I see Dave standing by his door. He talking to the Richmond dude, but they kind of like, you know what I mean? You could tell the tension, like the conversation look heated. The Richmond dude already standing like he on ready to fight mode. Dave like, yeah. Do you see Dave? So we like, hey man, tell the lady open our door, man. Tell the lady open our door. So dude went downstairs. The lady opened our door, like, we run over that jump. Dave over that jump arguing with the Richmond dude on the top tier. So we get around that side. Like, Dave, what's good, Dave? Dave was like, man, nah, bro, like, he tripping, man. Like, I don't know what's up with him, man. I don't know what's up with him, man. He wildin', man. Crazy, man. Man told me he had next on the phone. He seen me dial another number. He come in the joint, like he was ready to hang the joint up on me. I'm like, what? This is back when nobody was fighting over the phone, y'all. So, like, phone time and whatever dudes use phone time, you could burn it down if you want to. It was always enough phones to use. You know what I mean? So, like, when he said, I'm like, what? I looked at Richmond dude was like, man, look, he was on the phone 3 times. I was trying to call my kids, Sean. I was like, man, look. So the Richmond dude was like, man, listen, man, I don't care about none of that. You saying, Weezy, be honest with you, I don't do no fighting, Sean. Yeah, I ain't do no fighting. He just stormed away. And went down the steps. So I'm like, so Dave like, man, see, that's what I'm talking about. So look, K-Tron come out. K-Tron was like, what's going on? Everything's good out here? Dave was like, yeah, man, listen, man, nah, dude talking about he trying to get a weapon. He better get a weapon. K-Tron was like, he better get a weapon. He got weapons? He was like, yeah. He was like, man, look, don't worry about that then. Just wait till we go outside. I'm like, just wait till we go outside. He like, yeah. K-Tron went, start writing a kite to somebody. You know what I mean? He started writing a kite to somebody, sat down at the table and started writing a kite. So I don't know who he writing or what. But I'm telling Dave, like, yo, make sure you watch this dude, you know what I mean? Because the Richmond dude, I didn't really rock with him like that. He was another one of the new people that moved in 3D. So I didn't rock with him like that. So I'm telling bro, like, make sure you do. So while I was saying that, K-Tron had to take write the letter. So he get the letter and tuck it. My word, man, that man made it out the slide. I don't know how he got the lady to let him out. But he got out before we went to wreck. So he got the kite to whoever he got the kite to, he had to, man. Because all I know is, man, when he came back in that cell later on, man, we was downstairs. When he came back in that cell later on, me and my roommate was downstairs. Me and my roommate sitting at the table watching 2 dudes play dominoes heads up. So we watching that. We at the table. I see bro come to the door. You know what I mean? I look. I'm like, he's like, hey, come here. I'm like, what's up? Like, come to my door. I'm like, so walk his door. I'm like, what's up? He's like, man, oh, get the door open. I'm like, get the door open. He's like, yeah, get the door open. I'm like, man, get the door open, bro. He was like, man, get the door open. I was like, all right, hold on. I said, hey, yo, tell him open this door. Y'all open up, but y'all open up. He was like, look, don't come in because she watching. He was like, look. He said, look around the toilet, behind the toilet. He said, just come in and look under by the toilet. So when you come in substitute cell, the toilet is right there. You got to come around and look to what he was talking about. So I was like, what, man? I was like, and I look, y'all, and it was 3 Ginsu knives like this long, y'all. So boom. I was like, what's that for? He was like, what you mean? It's for protection. I ain't gonna let dude hit me up, man. You tripping. Yeah, dude from Richmond talking about he ain't doing no fighting. Yeah, well, we ain't gotta do it then. K-Tron made it happen. Yeah. See, that's why I rock with him. That's why I was telling y'all. He good money. Look, K-Tron made it happen in hours. He got 3 bangers up here. I'm like, 3 bangers? I'm looking at the jump like, I ain't seen no bangers since we was in 4D. I'm like, man, shh. I'm like, bro, listen, I don't know what you about to do. He was like, nah, one for you and bro. I was like, one for me and bro. He was like, you get one, he get one. I'm like, nah, bro, bro, nah, bro. He was like, why? Why you don't want a banger? What, you got something to lose? I was like, I got a whole lot to lose, bro. What are you talking about, bro? Dude pull out a weapon then. I can see that. I said, dude ain't pulling a weapon out. He just talking, bro. He said, well, I'm gonna be prepared. I'm gonna be prepared. He said, anybody? I'm gonna be prepared. K-Tron was like, man, look, Weezy, I bought him for y'all, man. I bought him. I was like, you bought him? He was like, yeah, I bought him, man. I sent somebody some money. I told you, money's not an object with me, man. I'm like, man, I bought hammers, man. My roommate was standing at the door like, he can't believe this. I'm like, bro, listen, bro. Like, he was like, man, look, the only person I don't know that don't want to protect themselves is somebody that's already protected something that's valuable, man. So you don't want to get a banger because what, Weezy? Because you have a phone? I said, man, I was this close with smacking a toboggan off his ass, y'all. So boom. I was like, man, here you go with this phone stuff again, bro. I said, man, listen, man, I don't have no phone, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. Man. I don't have a phone. You need to get it out your mind, bro. I don't have a phone. He said, well, get one for us, though. Come on, man. I said, man, look, man. I said, yo, Dave. Hey, look, you already know they trying to bank you. Me and bro got you, bro. Like, we don't move like this, bro. I don't know what you got going on with this dude. This fake ass dog, the bounty hunter looking ass white dude. I said, I don't know what you got going on with him, but just call us if you need backup, bro. So boom. Man, I said that just to let them know that, look, bro, I still got your back. Because I did rock with Dave, even though it's a lot going on right now. His roommate is acting like a sheriff. So like, I kind of had to pull back slightly, just a little bit, man, just to let him know, like, bro, I'm not feeling your roommate, man. He keep asking all these maniac questions, man. When he said that to me, hey, only guy that I don't know that want to protect himself is a guy that's protecting something valuable. You got something valuable. Like, I was ready to knock his toboggan off, man. You should have seen his face when he was saying it, man. He thought really he was about to get somewhere while he was saying, no, I still don't have a cell phone. That's how I'm still carrying it, man. And like, for real, Dave is just an innocent bystander at this moment when it comes to that cell phone, man, because his roommate is a fucking psycho. You know what I mean? So like, more and more and more, I don't trust this dude. It was nobody to go ask about this dude. This dude just came from a whole nother camp. Nobody knew this dude. He was a freaking white dude that looked like freaking Dan Molly in the face. Y'all remember Dan Molly used to shoot the threes? That man looked like Dan Molly, y'all. So boom. Word, man, he look like a lot of people, man. I ain't joking, man. He like a fake ass Johnny Cage. That's my word, man. But the whole time though, there was nobody to go check his background about, man. I couldn't talk to nobody, man. I couldn't say nothing to nobody. And Dave is in awe because the man buying them La and bangers. Like, I don't get it, man. Like, for real, like that junk right there was crazy because I can't be bought. Ain't nobody gonna be buying me stuff and making me feel happy and having to do clean. I'm not with that, man. I'm not with that right there, man. So like, the dude from Richmond, man. Like, I am so happy that nothing went down. I am so happy that nothing went down, man. It's another dude in there that we rock with, man. He from the beach. He's an older dude. He been locked up a minute, so he heard about everything that was going on. You know what I mean? He's not from Norfolk, but he rocked with Dave. He rocked with me. He rocked with my roommate. You know what I mean? He used to spend money with us all above. When he caught wind about what was going on, of course, I guess he pulled up on the dude from Richmond. Bro from the beach was one of them diplomatic dudes that definitely didn't want no BS going on in the block. And I used to like him for that. They used to keep our block safe, not hot, not the police running down. He always would try to put the fire out on stuff. So when he heard about the joint, I didn't even know that he said something to the Richmond dudes until he pulled back up on us and was like, yo, look, tell Dave, man, Richmond dudes say, man, look, he ain't got no problem with him, but he still ain't gonna do no fighting if they get into it though. You know what I mean? So he was like, man, dude say he ain't got no problem with Dave. So I'm saying in my head, dude don't know Dave got them damn Ginsu knives up there now. You know what I mean? He talking like a fucking psycho because Dave is dumb strapped right now. So I'm like, yeah, Dave ain't trying to do nothing, bro. You know what I mean? So Dave walked up like, what happened? I was like, yo, dude say he ain't got no beef, bro. You know what I mean? He looked past me and looked at dude. He was like, what do you say, bro? Dude was like, what Weezy just said. Like, he, you know, everything good, man. He stay out his way, he stay out yours. He was like, nah, that'll work. That'll work then. You know what I mean? That'll work then. So he go back up the steps. When he go back up the steps, you can see goddamn the nigga, you can see the nigga K-Tron standing by their door. So he go up there and start talking to K-Tron. K-Tron was like, this word, he said that shit loud as hell. He was like, man, fuck, you letting people get away with shit? The fuck is wrong with you, dude? You let them fucking, man, fuck that shit, man. When I was fucking locked up at Oklahoma, man, the guy would fucking pay for that shit. So when he said that, he was like, dang, you were locked up in Oklahoma? You done time before? I'm like, man, I don't know what's up with this. This story just keep changing every time. So he like he was mad at bro that it wasn't no action. Like, I'm looking at this shit like, what the fuck is this about? Man, I promise you, man, we locked down. We locked down, we in the cell. I'm in the joint. I'm just laying in the bed just trying to think about everything. Like, I even started debating it like, yo, you know what? I was about to tell my roommate until the police noise that came. I was sitting in the bed, y'all, and I was just really seriously thinking. And I had my thoughts going, and I was just like, damn. I was like, man, should I just go ahead and tell my roommate, man, let's go ahead and tell Dave we got a jack. I said, maybe the dude K-Tron can bring something to the table. You know what I mean? I was like, for real, like, it might can work or it might can't work. The only reason I was thinking it was a bad idea is because letting people know you got that phone was always dangerous. It was always a dangerous move, man. So now I'm just looking at it like, man, you know what, man? I'm like, man, this junk crazy, man. I was like, for real, bro, we can't tell that nigga, man. I was like, man, but we should tell him. Like, I was just going back and forth. Should I tell him? Should I not tell him? I got tired of hiding it. That junk, man. I was like, man, you know what, man? I got up. I said, man, hey, bro. I had my roommate had the headphones on looking at the TV. I was like, hey, bro. I hit the bell. I was like, hey, bro. He was like, what's up? I was like, hey, look. I said, man, we should go ahead and tell bro about the jack, man. So I just said that somebody was like, police coming in here. I look. They coming in super deep. They coming in straight super deep from the top slider and the bottom slider. They come in, boom. They straight rush bro and K-Tron cell. This is my word. They rushed it fast. They came from both angles. Rushed the joint. Lady opened the door. Perfect timing. So we looking from across the pond. We like, crazy, man. I was like, bro, that's wild. So me and my roommate both at the door. My roommate right here looking. I'm up here looking. I'm like, we're both in the window looking. This word, man. I look. Man, them people coming out. Bro got handcuffs on. I'm looking at Dave. I'm like, Dave walking out with the cuffs. K-Tron come out. He cuffed up. He just standing at the cell. They shaking the cell down. This is my word. They shaking the joint down. They tearing that joint to pieces. Next thing you know, they come out the joint. Had the joint in their hand. Who joint is this? K-Tron was like, dude was like, man, who knife is this, man? Bro was standing downstairs. Dave was still up. K-Tron was upstairs. He was like, who knife is this? Who's gonna claim this, man? He looked downstairs. Then he looked at K-Tron. K-Tron was like, they was like, take both of them to the hole.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.